Welcome to the Bomisp Podcast, the podcast for all things body, mind, and spirit. I am your host, Natalie Marin. This is a space where ancient wisdom meets modern curiosity, where science, intuition, and lived experience sit at the same table. Today's episode explores something quite fascinating, something that lives in the spaces between distance and connection. We're talking about remote viewing and distance Reiki, two practices that on the surface seem very different, yet underneath they move through the same invisible current. But before we get deeper into the topic, a little bit about myself. I studied Reiki in 2002 and 2003 and have been practicing Reiki and energy medicine for more than 20 years. I have been making meditation music since 2017. If you are on the Insight Timer app, I will leave the link to my teacher profile in the description below. You are welcome to follow me there. And I have been a yoga teacher since 2022. I am also the creator and founder of Quantum Yin Yoga, where I combine yin yoga, meditation, and quantum shifting to help you manifest a better life for yourself. I was inspired to launch this podcast to discuss all things that affect our lives and help us in our own personal healing and growth journeys. Episodes come out weekly on YouTube. For episodes 1 week early and ad-free, visit my Patreon. Link is in the description. When talking about remote viewing and distance Reiki, both ask the same questions. What happens when consciousness is not limited by the physical body? And more importantly, how can intention, awareness, and energy bridge space itself? By the end of this episode, I want you to understand not only what these practices are, but how they can be combined intentionally, ethically, and powerfully for healing, clarity, and insight. What is remote viewing? Remote viewing, often shortened to RV, is the ability to perceive information about a distant or unseen target. This target could be a place, a person, an object, or even an event. What makes remote viewing unique is that it does not rely on imagination, guesswork, or intuition in the casual sense. It's considered a trained skill. Remote viewers learn to quiet the analytical mind and receive subtle impressions. Not dramatic visions, but textures, shapes, emotions, movements, and fragments of information that arrive quietly. It's less like watching a movie and more like tuning a radio dial. Historically, remote viewing gained public attention through the US government's Stargate Project, which ran for several decades. The program explored whether consciousness could be used to gather intelligence beyond physical limitations. While controversial, the research demonstrated something important. Human awareness is not always confined to time and space in the way we assume. Remote viewing operates on the idea that information exists non-locally, that consciousness can access data without physically being present. And whether or not we frame this scientifically, metaphysically, or experientially, the implications are profound, because the same principle shows up somewhere else too, in energy healing. What is distance Reiki? Reiki is a form of energy healing that works with universal life force energy. Traditionally, Reiki is practiced hands-on, but one of its most powerful aspects is that it does not require physical proximity. Distance Reiki, or remote Reiki, allows healing energy to be sent across space and time. How does it work? The practitioner focuses intention, connects to the energetic field of the recipient, and allows Reiki to flow where it's needed most. This isn't about forcing energy. It's about opening oneself up to alignment and the flow of universal life force. Clients receiving distance Reiki often report deep relaxation, reduced stress, emotional release, pain relief, mental clarity, and a sense of being held or supported. Many say they feel just as much, if not more, than during an in-person session. And here's where it becomes interesting. During remote Reiki sessions, practitioners often receive intuitive impressions, such as images, sensations, emotional insights, and even symbols, not because they're trying to see anything, but because when the mind quiets and intention sharpens, awareness expands. Which brings us to the intersection point. Both remote viewing and distant Reiki rely on the same underlying principle, and that is that consciousness is non-local. It is not confined to the body, it is not blocked by distance, and it responds to intention. In remote viewing, consciousness gathers information. In Reiki, consciousness channels healing energy, but the state required for both is remarkably similar. The practitioner focuses on relaxing and calming the nervous system, has focused awareness, a quiet analytical mind, and always sets a clear intention. This is why many Reiki practitioners find that intuitive insights arise naturally, and why some remote viewers report physical sensations, emotional resonance, or energetic shifts while viewing a target. They are entering the same inner landscape. Different doorways, same field. Now let's talk about the real magic, the intentional combination of these two practices. Some practitioners use remote viewing techniques before or during a distant Reiki session, not to diagnose, not to invade privacy, but to gently attune to the client's energetic state. For example, a Reiki practitioner might remote view the energetic environment of a client's body or emotional field. They may perceive areas of that need treatment and pick up on emotional themes. The practitioner may see imagery representing stress, trauma, or imbalance. This information is not taken literally, but it's used as guidance for the energy healing process. Personally, I prefer distance Reiki to the hands-on practice. I find that I am more able to accurately see how the client needs my help. And for years, without realizing it, I was using remote viewing to make this possible. In Reiki practitioner training, you are taught a specific symbol to help you to reach out and perform distance Reiki, and this seems to be a powerful activation tool for remote viewing. The symbol is called Hanshaze Shonen, and loosely translated it means, the light in me sees the light in you. And the seeing of that light or universal life force transcends time and space. In Usui Reiki, its meaning is that there is no past, no present, no future. I would use this symbol to look ahead before I began a distance Reiki session and connect with my clients. I am then able to see their energetic being in its entirety, and I am often able to pick up where the healing assistance is needed. So when I do perform the distance Reiki, I know which areas to focus on more than others. I also have often received messages to pass on to my clients that have come to me through these sessions. After each Reiki session, I always give full, in-depth feedback back to the client. The reason for them asking for energy healing and their personal experience of what they feel and perceive during the session always correlates with the information I share with them, which is an extremely validating experience for me. These experiences are real, and Reiki healing really is a powerful practice. Remote viewing sharpens perception, and Reiki anchors healing. Together, these two practices create a feedback loop between awareness and energy. You can use Reiki-infused meditation music to access these states and open yourself to receive healing, even if you don't have any formal training in either Reiki or remote viewing. To access these states, the brain needs to slow down. Theta brainwaves are especially important here. This is the state of deep meditation. Theta binaural meditation music helps you to achieve dreamlike awareness. It helps you to go to the threshold between conscious and subconscious, the place where intuition speaks quietly and where the body feels safe enough to release. This is why meditation is not optional in these practices. It's an integral part of it. And it's also why I've created a 1-hour meditation track specifically designed to support this process. This track helps guide the listener into a deeply receptive state, whether you're receiving distant Reiki, practicing intuitive perception, or simply exploring altered states of awareness. It's not about forcing visions or experiences. It's about creating the conditions where clarity naturally arises. I'll leave the link in the description of this episode so you can explore it in your own time. Remote viewing and distance Reiki remind us that connection does not require proximity, that healing does not require touch, and that our awareness of ourselves and others is far greater than we were taught. When intention is clear, when the nervous system is calm, and when consciousness is allowed to expand, distance becomes irrelevant. Whether you see these practices as energetic, psychological, spiritual, or all of the above, the impact is real for those who experience them. If this episode resonated with you, remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to deepen that experience, explore the meditation track linked below. Thank you for spending this time with me. Know that I really appreciate you. Until next time, go well. Namaste.